Is the Doctor Doom project still alive? Let's kick this off with a history lesson. Way back in 2017 at SDCC, it was announced that Noah Hawley would be writing and directing a Doctor Doom movie. But with the Fox-Disney merger getting ready to close, the likelihood of this film ever happening seems pretty grim. However, that really doesn't mean it won't ever happen. The character is the chief antagonist of Marvel's Fantastic Four, and one of the central properties returning to Marvel in the merger. Now, in an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Wiley did lay out some interesting details. Now, Wiley did confirm that the project had never been greenlit, but he did reveal a pretty interesting phone call with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. He said that Feige called him and said, "Are you still working on it?" To which he replied, "Should I be working on it?" And the conversation, as far as he said, ended there. Now, he didn't give any details of whether he thought the project would go forward after the merger, and he did drop a couple of jokes about how Feige did reveal his 1,000-year plan for the MCU. To me, the fact that Feige is even talking to him is very interesting and telling. First, it means that Marvel Studios really is a place of ideas, and that idea is still alive. Marvel doesn't seem to want to reuse any established characters as they regain their rights, but looking at ideas still baking in the oven seems open to review. The fact that Feige even wanted to talk to him is great news to me, and says a lot about what goes on behind doors. And let's face it, Hawley is pretty great at what he does, so why not? The second thing it tells me is that Doom is up to bat. This means he's got to be on a very short list of projects for Feige. He is such a key character not only to the Fantastic Four, but to larger, more universe-shaking events for Marvel, specifically Secret Wars. Keep in mind, the Russos said they were done until that happened. So is Feige working on a path to that event? As for the script, Hawley told The Hollywood Reporter, and I quote, "It envisions Doctor Doom as a geopolitical thriller more than a standard superhero movie. It begins with Doom putting a dome over Latveria, the fictional country he rules. He later invites a female journalist to be his voice of the world, meaning its protagonist will be someone without superpowers." That seems kind of interesting to me. There's a lot you could do with that. Remember, Doom sees himself as a benevolent leader and actually cares for the citizens of Latveria. He believes he has seen a vision of the destruction of the world and only he can save it. This is pretty complex, and personally I think it more merits a television series. It really almost requires 10 to 13 episodes, maybe following him from his childhood when his mother was kidnapped by Mephisto, which is the driving aspect of his character, all the way through college where he meets that do-gooder brown-noser Reed Richards and eventually becomes king of Latveria. Doom is pretty complicated, and really to avoid becoming some sort of clownish mustache-twirling villain, he has to be handled right. He is one of the greatest comic villains ever. With all that said, any details of the future announcements on Doctor Doom may be a ways off. The Fox-Disney deal doesn't close officially until next week, and Feige's not telling us any other details until after Spider-Man Far From Home. So what do you guys think? Are you interested in Hawley's film still? Do you like this synopsis? And do you feel a little better about it under Kevin Feige's care? For me personally, I wasn't against it in the beginning, but with Feige steering the ship, I feel way better about it. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you press like below, click subscribe, and if you don't ring that bell, you won't get any updates. See you next time.